This channel is sponsored by Creality. Go to Creality.com and find all of your 3D printing tools.
Hey everybody, welcome back. I'm sorry, it's been quite a while. Everything's okay. I'm not sick or anything like that. I've just had to concentrate on working on the house. Again, we're selling it, so getting it ready for sale. So I've had to paint the cabinets and a bunch of other stuff in the house that are completely outdated. So I've had to go and update everything, which is loads of fun. But rather than paying exorbitant construction rates right now, I'm doing it all myself for obvious reasons, because I know how to do things myself. So that to you kids out there, make sure you know how to do the trades, and stuff like that, because down the road it's going to save you a lot of money, and you'll get satisfaction out of doing it yourself like you would building a supercar like this. Anyway, I have not completely halted on working on the cars. It's just slowed down a bit. But I'm going to go ahead and show you what I've been working on and where we're headed. So fixing up a bunch of the things about the SVJ, getting all of the fiberglass on, and then actually got some updates on the McLaren. So we'll talk about those. So let's go take a look. First off, we'll start with the SVJ. I've got the fenders. Those are all done on both sides in fiberglass. We've got the window surround, which has been done in fiberglass. These have been done in fiberglass and have had their coating of epoxy over the top to give us a stronger surface. This will get sanded down, and then we'll finish it out with a thin coat of Duraglass, followed by some body filler. And that'll just give us a nice surface for doing all of the painting. The other thing I've been working on is I did notice that we're having issues in tire clearance with some of the frame parts. So what I've done is I've clearanced it, and then what you can't see is on the inside where I've plated all of the joints and reinforced it on the inside, just so that we're not compromising the structure of the frame. Had to move this piece out. This piece will still get some reinforcing structure on it in the form of some 45-degree 1-inch tubing. And then also it'll be triangulated, so it'll be nice and strong. So if there's any impact on this side, that will be basically a crumple zone before it gets to the major frame there. Anyway, we've also finished up this, put another layer of epoxy on top of the engine cover. It was pretty flimsy, so I wanted to make it nice and strong before I relieved it and pulled it off. Obviously the rocker panel is missing, so we've taken that off. We're going to take the rocker panel off the other side, and this will allow us to fiberglass the back side of it. And in doing so, these panels have become amazingly strong, which is great, because that was one of the problems I had with the previous panels. The other thing we have to do is we have to reinforce the front bumper. So I'm going to have to cover that in a couple layers of fiberglass as well. So that's where we kind of are on the SVJ. It's just kind of mucking along and getting some of this stuff taken care of. I do have to rearrange some things with the brakes and the steering, but as you remember before, I was having major problems with the steering rack and having way too many U-joints. Now I only have 2, and the beauty about that and all the clearance that we have is now the steering wheel can position up and down like it would normally do to make it more comfortable to drive. Okay, let's talk about the McLaren. So a few things. I found on the internet that AZ Cycle Parts has been having a half-off sale, and I've been holding off purchasing some of the interior parts because of that. As you know, in previous videos, I actually made a center console. But then I saw one that was half off and was able to pick that one up. And it looks great. And the beauty of it is that right there. We now have a 600 LT badge, legit on the 600 LT car. We got some carpet panels. There's actually a carpet. I had to clean it because it was completely covered in oil. Go figure, I don't know why. And then we also got this, hard to see, but we got this back carpet here, which I can lift up. So you can see we got the carpet for the back as well. Still need to figure out this gap here. There's something that goes here. I've got to figure out what that is. Anyway, this is coming together. Trying to put as many legit parts on this car as I possibly can and just supplement with the 3D printing. Basically parts that I can't seem to find or exorbitantly expensive. The other thing that we've done is Tino from LCD Gauges or LCD Dash has delivered the system for the McLaren. So the center console is going to get a touchscreen, which is really nice. He did an amazing job, so we'll take you and show you that up and running. And then also the dash itself, and then there'll be lots of controls that I can do from the touchscreen in the center console. So that's all going to look pretty legit. I'm pretty happy about all of that. On the engine side, I still have to send the ECU out and get that cracked so that I can take the security features off of it, as well as being able to manipulate some of the parameters, link it up with some of the other systems on the car, like the flappy paddles. I have to get those linked up to the Tremec transmission. So got a lot of work to do there. So stay tuned for that. But in general, been pretty happy with the way things are turning out. The McLaren's looking great, and it just gets better every day. Every time we put a little piece or a part on, it's awesome. And as you remember, we still have the carbon ceramic braking system on this vehicle as well. So lots of things on this car are going to be pretty legit. So it's more of a restoration rather than doing a basically a car from scratch, which was the SVJ. So yeah, getting ready to get this all wired up, and once I get this affixed into the dash itself, and then figure out a mounting process for putting that in the dash in the car, then I can get all of this fitted up, bolted in, and we can get it running. So here you can see it up and running. Sorry that it's upside down, but that's to keep it in there. And then here's this guy. I have to take this off so that you can see the touch screen. And basically you can go to the AC and heat, and then back to the main menu, and it's got cameras, dome light, the menu system, and then also the up and down for the windows. So pretty cool. I'm pretty happy about it. And then also you can see the dash here again, which is upside down. And then in the menu, we can go to race mode. And then that's what it looks like. So just miles per hour and a shift meter. These are actually green, red, and then blue. So they're not just showing up on the camera. And then you can use the touchscreen to go back into your other mode. So it's pretty cool. I highly recommend these. This is basically what I have in the SVJ, and that system has been running for years now.
So yeah, go ahead and give them a holler if you need something for your project. I'll put a link down in the description. Anyway, let me know what you guys think about some of the improvements that have been put on the McLaren, and also what we're doing to the SVJ. It's slow going because of, life gets in the way, right? So, but anyway, stay tuned for more content. It's going to be a little sparse until we can actually get the house sold and moved. So I apologize for that. But keep watching. I'm still working on it. Thanks again. Talk to you later, guys. Bye.